As we are coming closer to the month of Av, as the Gemara Masechet Ta'anit tells us, once we enter the month of Av, we diminish our joy, we lower our standard of joy, and therefore we act also differently. The Chazal also tells us the Mazal of Israel is also weakened at this point of the year. Therefore, the sages recommend whoever has a court case with the goy, or whoever has a surgery, something that it needs a zechut to be successful, he should avoid doing so during the month of Av. And the Rosh Chodesh is going to be coming this Tuesday night, Wednesday. Therefore, once that month comes, after Rosh Chodesh, we're going to have some halachot that apply differently than we would during the 3 weeks. The more intense version of the mourning starts applying. For example, from the letter of the law, from the halacha of what the Gemara says, you're allowed to eat meat and drink wine all the way up to the meal right before Tisha B'Av. However, the Rambam tells us that the Minhag Yisrael is already not to eat meat or drink wine already from after Rosh Chodesh. After Rosh Chodesh Av, so coming out Wednesday night and on, Minhag Sfaradim is not to eat meat or drink wine. The Ashkenazim already have a different custom. They are strict even Rosh Chodesh itself. According to Sfaradim, Rosh Chodesh itself, you're allowed to have meat and drink wine. However, Ashkenazim, they are minhag to mahmir on Rosh Chodesh itself, but already that applies from at the 9 days. That's already starting from after Rosh Chodesh. Now, in regards to haircuts, then we said that the minhag Ashkenazim was already not to get haircuts from Yizayim B'Tammuz. Already the whole 3 weeks they don't get haircuts. But according to Sfaradim, we said it only applies Shavua Shehalbo. The Mishnah Masechet Ta'anit tells us that in Shavua Shehalbo, the week of, we don't do laundry and we don't get haircuts. So therefore, haircuts would not be allowed already starting Motzei Shabbat this coming week, the week of Tisha B'Av, because Tisha B'Av is next week. Also, we also have the minhag also not to shower. Technically, also to shower is permitted all the way up to Tisha B'Av itself. Tisha B'Av itself is forbidden to shower, but before that, we accept upon ourselves the custom of not showering with hot water the whole week, Shavua Shehalbo, starting again also Motzei Shabbat, starting Sunday, already is the week of Tisha B'Av. It is forbidden, the minhag is it's forbidden to shower with hot water, rather with cold water. That a person, Ashkenazim and Mahmir, not to shower even with cold water, but according to Sfaradim, we permitted to shower with cold water during Shavua Shehalbo, the week of Tisha B'Av. And also we have laundering. The Mishnah tells us Masechet Ta'anit that Shavua Shehalbo, the week of Tisha B'Av, starting next week Sunday, it'll be asur to do laundry and not even to wear laundered clothing. The Rambam explains there's two things. It's laundering and wearing laundered clothing. So even if you launder, you're not allowed to launder clothing even for the week after Tisha B'Av. You should not be doing laundry those days, and definitely you should not be wearing laundered clothing. A person has to prepare. He has to explain to the wives and the people running the households. They have to explain to them that we should be preparing clothes for next week already, and we should do all the laundry this week. That way we don't get stuck next week. And the person should lightly wear the clothes that he's going to wear on the Shavua Shehalbo. He's going to have to lightly wear them before in order to not be called wearing laundered clothing. So therefore, a person has to make the proper preparations. A person has to make a menu for next week. And starting after after Rosh Chodesh, he has to start making a menu, 9 days menu. There's no meat or chicken. And the person has to make those preparations. If you want to get a haircut, you have to get it before next week. Already next week, you cannot get a haircut. So all these things, there's a lot to do this week, so a person should prepare himself accordingly. Baruch Amen.